What if everything you've been told about stealth is only half true? The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is often described as invisible, untouchable, impossible to detect. But here is the reality. The F-22 is not invisible. Not to radar, not to infrared systems, and not in every situation. So why does it still dominate the sky? To understand that, we need to destroy one of the biggest myths in modern aviation. Stealth does not mean invisibility. It never did. Stealth means reducing the chance of detection, not eliminating it. Think of a normal aircraft like a lighthouse in the dark, easy to spot from miles away. A stealth aircraft is more like a faint flicker, barely noticeable, easily lost in noise. It still exists, but finding it becomes a challenge. Radar does not see aircraft the way humans do. It sends out radio waves and listens for reflections. The stronger the reflection, the easier the target is to detect. This is called radar cross-section. The F-22 was designed to minimize that reflection as much as possible. Its shape, its angles, its surface materials all work together to scatter radar waves away from the source instead of reflecting them back. Imagine shining a flashlight at a mirror versus a rough surface. The mirror sends the light straight back at you, while the rough surface scatters it in all directions. The F-22 is engineered to behave like that rough surface, but with extreme precision. However, no matter how advanced the design is, it cannot eliminate all reflections. There will always be small returns from edges, gaps, control surfaces, and unavoidable physical interactions. That means radar can detect the F-22 under certain conditions. But detection alone is not enough. There is a huge difference between detecting something, tracking it, and successfully targeting it. A radar might pick up a weak signal and know that something is there, but it may not be able to maintain a stable track or determine its exact position and movement. Without a stable track, guiding a missile becomes extremely difficult. This is where stealth becomes powerful. It breaks the chain between detection and engagement. In real combat, time is everything. If the F-22 detects an opponent first, tracks them first, and fires first, the fight is already decided. Even if the opponent eventually detects the F-22, it is often too late to react. Now add another layer: infrared detection. Unlike radar, infrared systems do not rely on reflected waves. They detect heat. Jet engines produce massive heat, and at high speeds, friction with the air heats up the aircraft's surface. The F-22 reduces its infrared signature through design and engineering, but it cannot eliminate it completely. Under certain angles and conditions, it can still be seen by infrared sensors. So again, not invisible. But here is the key insight that changes everything. Stealth was never about disappearing. It was about controlling when and how you were seen. That timing is the most valuable advantage in modern air combat. The F-22 does not need to be invisible at all times. It only needs to delay detection long enough to act first. That delay might be seconds, but in a high-speed engagement, seconds are everything. By the time enemy systems get a clear picture, the F-22 has already made its move. Modern radar systems are also evolving. Networks of radars working together, known as multi-static radar systems, can increase the chances of detecting stealth aircraft by observing from multiple angles. This makes it harder for any single design to avoid detection completely. Yet even with these advancements, the challenge remains. Detection is inconsistent, fragmented, and often too late to be useful. This is why the statement, "the F-22 is not invisible," is both true and misleading. Yes, it can be detected, but that does not mean it can be effectively engaged. The real goal of stealth is not invisibility, but dominance over the detection timeline. It is about seeing first, deciding first, and striking first. Imagine two pilots entering a combat zone. One of them becomes aware of the other even a short moment earlier. That pilot has the advantage to position, to prepare, and to attack before being threatened. The F-22 operates in that gap between being unseen and being noticed. It lives in the moment where it has information and the opponent does not. That is the real power of stealth. So no, the F-22 is not invisible. It was never meant to be. But it does not need to be invisible to be dominant. Because in modern warfare, the winner is not the one who cannot be seen, but the one who sees first. If this changed the way you think about stealth and air combat, subscribe for more deep dives, and let me know what aircraft you want to break down next.